Oh yeah, give me that football season hype. What's up everybody, it's Ryan Castle of the Dissect DJs. If this is your first time joining the podcast, welcome. If you're checking back in, welcome back. And it is finally football season, and after I've just spent an entire Sunday consuming awesome NFL action as I'm one to do, I thought, let's try a little something different for a change, because we are the DJs that like to spin it, mix it, throw it back, and dissect it. And as I'd mentioned on the Happy Gilmore 2 podcast, sometimes things happen that I take note of, and I just want to get on here and spin it real quick and throw it back at you guys. And that is exactly what I'm feeling right now, as I thought we could test out a new segment that I'm thinking I'm going to call Blazing Through the NFL Rundown Week 1. If you're wondering what that is, it's exactly what I just said. Pay closer attention next time. Just a little segment I want to try. Gonna take a little bite out of it, see how it tastes. If we like it, we might keep biting that cookie. If we don't like it, we don't have to take another bite. But either way, I don't want to do a lot of preamble because it defeats the entire purpose of what I'm trying to do here. So let's go, hit my music! Alright, let's get it cracking. Blazing through NFL Week 1. The Philadelphia Eagles, beginning their Super Bowl title defense by having their star defensive tackle get kicked out for spitting on the Cowboys QB a minute into the game, might be the most Philly thing I've ever seen. Thursday Night Football was just 3 nights ago, and it already feels like 2 weeks ago. Football, I'm so glad you're back. Patrick Mahomes trucking through a Charger defender as he's laying up to avoid contact as you're running out of bounds, and then big up in yourself like you just did something macho. Hey Patrick, we all know the deal. That man would have been escorted out of the building in handcuffs if he tried to do anything physical to you while you're on your way out of bounds. And you know you would have sold it like a WWE superstar getting put through a table. Chiefs, 0-1, last place in the division. We might be alright. We might be alright. The Browns, starting a 40-year-old QB Week 1 who hasn't been seen as a viable Week 1 starter in 5 years because your Plan A QB has been a disaster in every possible way. Classic Browns. The Browns, losing a game because your kicker missed every crucial field goal and extra point. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Smit or Sizmit. That's the Browns kicker, by the way. Don't worry, you don't need to learn the proper pronunciation. He'll be gone soon. The Browns, losing a game 17-16 to the Bengals. I can't quite explain it, but that is the most Browns-Bengals score ever. The Buccaneers and Falcons, ending a game on a missed field goal with a final score of 23-20. I can't quite explain it, but that is the most Falcons-Bucks score ever. Yep. Baker Mayfield, after years of general media not wanting to see it, we all just need to admit it, that man be dangerous.
I woke up this morning feeling pretty dangerous.
Emeka Egbuka, coming into fantasy draft season as the darling fantasy rookie that's gonna go off, scoring 2 TDs this week. Point fantasy scout heads. Aaron Rodgers, finding a way to make the Jets lose one more time in his first game of not being a Jet is the most Jets thing since he tore his Achilles 5 minutes into his Jets career. Ow. Steeler fans, talking themselves into a Super Bowl run with Aaron Rodgers, an early favorite for best story to watch unfold in 2025. Hey Steeler fan, mark this moment and get back to me in Week 9, as you're trying to explain your 5th straight loss, as Rodgers defends a 6-point outing on McAfee by saying there are some people in the locker room that aren't sharing his elite vision. Can't wait to see it. Rodgers, never change. Actually do. Or don't, I really don't care. Justin, my Dissect DJ's partner and noted Steelers fanboy, told me to make sure I talk about Chris Boswell. Chris Boswell, man, was a pretty good kicker. There you go. I talked about Boswell. Dolphins, losing 33-8 to a team led by Daniel Jones is the best reason I've heard for a team's fan base to pack it in and decide this is the fall they finally go on that backpack journey to Nepal. For those keeping score, it took half a quarter for Tyreek Hill to be seen crashing out on the sidelines. Congrats to those who took the under. Giants, a lot of preseason hype. 6 points later, Giants reminding a lot of people they are in still fact the Giants, and Russ Wilson is still the QB. Saints, Week 1 starting QB was Spencer Rattler, and that completes my season report on the Saints. Lions, going 15-2 last year, only to get immediately bounced in the playoffs, lose both offensive and defensive coordinators, and then instantly crash back to mediocrity is probably the most Lions way that could have gone. Some people will tell you that the Packers' 27-13 win over the Lions is a we have arrived game. I'll let those people say it. The Seahawks, having a player named Kobe Bryant making big plays against my Niners. Don't. Niners, instantly reminding me that Jake Moody was the sole reason for about 3 Niners losses last year.
Bruh.
Niners, instantly reminding me that Jake Moody is still the kicker even though there was a whole offseason to correct it.
No!
Niners, why though?
No!
Brock Purdy, showing he can bring it home when he needs to make a play with the game on the line. Love to see it.
That's pretty good.
Put a dub on the board. Niners, making it through a game this season without ending it with a devastating injury report. 0 for 1. Ryan, hitting a wall sometime around the third quarter of the afternoon games and dozing off for a quick spell. 1 for 1. Trying to figure out if the Broncos are an elite team. TBD. Trying to figure out if Bo Nix is an elite QB. TBD. All I know is as of now, 5 fantasy points can go screw. But a win's a win, right, Denver? Cam Ward. Looked alright. Probably would have helped if a receiver caught a pass. Titans. Probably gonna suck.
Sorry, bro.
And speaking of the Titans, Derrick Henry. That dude. Lamar Jackson. That dude part 2. I can never in my life remember seeing a more dangerous run-threat combination than those two. Because there's never been one. One is like tackling a ghost, the other will truck through your soul. It is a nasty combo. Ravens, I've officially put Lombardi on notice. That being said, I hate them. That will never change. You gotta love when Week 1 Sunday Night Football gives us a Game of the Year contender, and probably winner.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Bills Ravens, what can't you say?
Nice.
Late in the fourth quarter, Justin texted me, "What a game," and I responded, "This is why football." That's it. This is why football.
Yeah, boy.
Finish that sentence however you need. You know what I'm getting at. You could make a solid argument the top 5 plays of the week all came from this game, and you'd be right.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, having the best game of his incredible career only to cough it up and cost the Ravens the game. Either die a hero or live long enough to see you become the You get it. You know where I'm going with that. That game couldn't have ended quick enough for the Ravens, and it didn't. Congrats, Bills Mafia. Josh Allen, that dude part 3. Patrick Mahomes, watching this game at home. Oh, it's over. Solid run, boys. The Bills-Ravens era has arrived. See you in the AFC Championship. And that is the Blazing Through the NFL Rundown, Week 1. I will see y'all next week. Or will I? I don't know. We'll see. Go football. Next!